A very good afternoon and Merry Christmas to everyone watching this video. Here's just an update on our mango plant growing in our backyard in suburban Melbourne. It's December 25th, Christmas Day 2021. So, giving you a bit of a history on this plant. We've actually planted it from a seedling that we acquired from a fruit that we bought from the market. So, haven't eaten or consumed the mango itself. We kept the seed and grew it or matured it from there. We don't know exactly what variety it is. It is from Thailand. That's we know that for sure. So in age wise, this plant is around 8 years old. So normally mangoes start to bear fruit at around 5 years old. So this particular plant at home is around 8 years old, and it hasn't had fruit every year. Last year it didn't have any fruit, but the year prior to that, or in other words 2 years ago, it had around 4 fruits, but it didn't really ripen well. It grew to around palm size, but it didn't really ripen. So that was 2 years ago. Last year there were flowers, but no fruit as such. But this year, back to this year, there are plenty of flowers, as you can see. Here's just an example of a bunch of its flowers. There are more here. And I'll take you around this side. You can see there's quite a few flowers. Some here, some there, some there. So quite a few flowers, as you can see. And on those flowers you can see that it's actually bearing fruit. So all these small, the wind's a bit blowy, all these small green round objects are actual mango fruits. They're starting to fruit. But of course not all will survive. In fact, a lot of it will just wilt and fall off because of the unseasonal weather that we get in Melbourne. So unfortunately a lot of those will just drop off and die away. So those that remain hopefully will ripen this year into a proper fruit. So as you can see, there's quite a few fruit. There's quite a few fruits on this particular plant this year. If you look carefully, they are taking shape. They're beginning to take that peculiar mango shape. There's more here. You see? On this side, there are quite a few more. So the plant itself is around probably 6 foot, 6'3" maybe. It's in a pot. We've actually moved it from a smaller pot into this larger pot because we found that the smaller pot was beginning to, I guess, restrain the growth of the plant. And since we've taken it over or transferred over to this larger pot, it's actually taken a bit of a spurt in its growth. So you can see there. So that's an update on how this plant is faring this year in 2021. Hopefully the fruits that are currently on the plant will ripen into a proper fruit, so that we're able to provide you more update on its progress throughout the season. There you go. So we do look after the plant quite meticulously. If it's a cold night, we move it under shade, under shelter. But certainly when it's sunny like today, we take it out to get the full sunlight. Yeah. And in terms of using soil and fertilizer, we just use normal blood and bone, things like that in our soil. So it's nothing really spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary in terms of soil nutrition, but it's just looking after the plant on those unseasonal cold Melbourne nights, even in summer, that you need to really watch out for. Okay, so that's just an update today. Hopefully I'll provide more updates throughout the course of the season to see how the fruits progress. So until then, I'll see you in the next video.